Are we waiting for you, Anwesh?
Waiting for Kevin.
Oh, he's not here?
Uh, he just said he's gonna be back. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. I'm back.
Are you good? Okay, cool.
Fine. Okay. So I'm just going serially with the games. This game Kevin was playing as black here,
Yeah.
and
This is
okay,
Michael Finley.
yeah, this is some sort of a strange variation,
Yeah.
and I can see that it's some preparation as well, probably from white side. Just don't believe in this line. Whatever white played seems pretty strange. Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, the G4 was or G5 was just a dumb. I got compensation with it from being so active, but it was unnecessary. I should have just
Hmm.
put something else.
Okay, so basically something just didn't work out, yeah?
Yeah, my king is just so open. It's bad. That G5 again. That G5 move. If I had just instead of just played solidly in castle, none of these attacks would have came about, and I would have been
Mm-hmm.
active. Uh,
Okay. Okay, so I would just say, like, I mean, just add one thing here from the opening point of view. Probably it's too early. I mean, I'm not saying C5 is bad, but I just think there is no necessity of playing C5 just yet. I think we always should first develop the knight F6. If bishop F4 comes, there are two ways to play this position. Here, C5 is okay. This is one line. But the line which I always prefer is uh, basically this actually ends all White's plan, whatever he has in this line.
mhm.
You don't need to do anything. Black can just play bishop F5 next, then follow it up with E6, C5. And already the position looks fine for black.
Hmm.
So I think this I mean, from the opening point of view, I think this is one thing which I can say. Um, this all looks theoretical. I mean, pretty much theory. But here, I mean, I actually prefer Black's position. I think White has definitely given up the two bishops way too early, and maybe, yeah, of course, G5 was probably not the best. So what about this move? Yeah, Queen A5 here. Like Queen A5, Knight C3, and now E6.
Mhm.
And now you can just play bishop C5 and castles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Black has pretty decent compensation in this position.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong. First of all, uh, what happened in the game also looks fine, but yeah, probably without G5. I mean, something like Rook C8 maybe.
Right.
Maybe it's more preferable here.
Rook C8, Bishop C5 again, and then castle. Same.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Or also just bishop E7 is okay too, right?
In this position, probably yes as well. Just bishop C7, but bishop E7, we have to be a bit careful. Yeah, White can do long castles and
Yeah.
have some sort of a problem.
Yeah.
Although I do think we can go Queen A5 as well in this position.
Hmm.
Instead of, I mean, whatever Kevin did by playing G5, maybe directly Queen A5 is also not bad.
So if bishop D2, then what now? Going back to D8 or?
Now Queen E5, I'll do the same thing, yeah, which Kevin did. Now I
Oh,
haven't given up the G
yeah.
pawn, so
Mm.
maybe this makes more sense here.
Yeah.
This looks fine to me at least. G5 is obviously a bit risky. I think the problem of G5 is when black starts to recover his pawn and get all the double bishop compensation, the king is stuck, yeah, on E8.
Yeah, my king was just so open, it was really bad.
So yeah, because he plays this bishop C3 and your rook has already moved. So the bishop on D7 does not have a lot of squares to go to. And yeah, this looks like more of a problem right now. And this bishop F6 is actually very nice. It's
Yeah, it was a very nice mate.
yeah. So it reminds me of some Paul Morphy's game,
Yeah, the Immortal or the opera.
Yeah, kind of that. Yeah. So yeah, after this, I think it's just lost.
Yeah, yeah. G5, and I think everything's just
Hmm.
point.
I think all the problems they originated after G5 was played. So something that we could have avoided as well. I mean, it was not forcing in any way. So, but okay, this was a short game anyway. We'll go to the next one.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay, here Kevin was white, and I all again see some not so very famous or not so regular lines. And I can already see that white has a very decent position as well. Queen d3. So I actually feel e5 is a bit premature here, like
Mhm.
giving up the square to black on d5. Generally, bishop e3 looks way more preferable in this position.
Yeah, I agree. Bishop
How do-
e3, bring my rooks to the center, and just kind of slow play it.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like white is underdeveloped for any sort of attack. So just probably first we should complete the development with bishop e3 and, maybe even queen d2, queen c2. Get rooks to d1, c1, and then think of something else, yeah?
Yeah, I thought I could force an attack with e5, but you're right. I thought by playing e5 he couldn't defend h7 easily.
Yeah,
So
that's my point. So here of
yeah,
course,
I just dropped the pawn.
yeah, this was just
Again,
a tactical mistake, yeah?
yeah.
So this one I don't I mean obviously bishop b3 is a mistake, but even without it, I think black's position should be fine, yeah, once he gets this c5 break.
Yeah.
Looks black is doing okay here. So I think yeah, e5 is a bit premature. But apparently the engine likes it. So this is very strange for me. Okay, the engine changed its evaluation now. So bishop e3 anyway. Not so long ago, I actually lost a game in a position like this where this happened. I mean, the theme was like now white has a much better position.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like a French defense kind of situation, and okay, you get f4 and all that stuff. So white has a small advantage, definitely. But after this, it looks like black is better for sure. So interesting to see how the defense started. Queen a5, knight d5. Okay, so
Yeah, I probably should have played a3 too instead of pushing, I think. But
yeah, well, I actually didn't understand. Can't black just take this?
uh queen takes.
Yeah, there's a bishop on c8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, rook, I guess rook takes.
Rook takes, so I'll just take it.
That's a good point. bishop and c8.
Yeah, and this is okay. There is a pin at the moment, but I am not forced to take this. Yeah,
Right. No, yeah. But
I
there's
can just
something.
queen
What,
c7.
what did I see here? There's something. Did I really just give up another pawn for nothing?
It looks like that.
Gosh.
I mean, he could also play knight b4, take the bishop on c2, and then take the pawn on f5, right?
He apparently tried that, but
But there's also some problems with h7 though.
yeah,
Like
he.
if
I mean, I think knight. This is fine as well. I mean, black is now just way too much up in material.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's bad play.
And suddenly white is getting some activity. Wow. So it's hard to believe that this tactics is working. And what if just takes?
Um, I think I was gonna play rook or queen h3 and then knight h5
But is
or
this
h4 f5.
is this I mean, is this enough? That's the question, yeah.
I
Uh,
thought it was.
so I'll definitely go with rook e1.
And then knight h5 anyway.
Yeah, so you have to play knight h5 because if you play knight f5 right now, I'm gonna take, yeah, and queen f4, right?
Right, trade. Yeah.
So knight h5 is forced, but then I take this and I go queen c4 check.
And then the king on happens.
So you have to come out, yeah, king f2.
Right.
And then already I have queen e2 and queen e3 trade. So I'm pretty sure I'm defending. And this is very forcing, yeah, as well. So I actually don't think this sacrifice should be working. But okay, things just got pretty pretty
I would
crazy.
have I would have taken it because not taking it, you're just down the. I mean, you're losing the exchange back, and White's still gonna have a strong attack.
Oh, I cannot say white still has a strong attack, but yeah, I mean,
Not an attack, but I mean, he's hanging on basically. Like Black is probably
yeah,
still fine.
yeah. My point was anyway, it's not so good to leave a knight here. Yeah, that
Right.
knight is gonna
Correct.
make some problems. So
That has to go. Even if you have to give up the rook for it, some like rook e6, rook f6, that knight has to go.
yeah, exactly. So right now we don't have any threats. So I think let's just take it. And his queen is under attack. So I think, yeah, queen h6 has to be played. So I was looking at queen f6, but queen f6 already looks very bad because I can play rook e6, and I think queen e7 is coming and everything will be defended.
Hmm.
So he has to play queen h6, but then, yeah, rook e1, and I don't see the further continuation after this. And I'm just threatening to play queen f4 next.
Right.
So probably lucky that we escaped with a draw this game.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that if this ended in a draw, so I can see that knight f5, queen c6, and knight d5. Okay, and it ended in a draw, so definitely a bit lucky. Although now I'm not very sure because rook f7 looks pretty weird already. Actually, this position is very complicated, you know.
Yeah, I wish I had the rest of the game.
I was just looking like rook f7, h6, and the queen has to find ideal squares right now, and You know, the queen has to defend this square, attack this knight, defend this knight. It's just not too many squares, yeah, left for the queen.
Queen F5.
Yeah, I think queen f5 runs to queen c1.
All right.
So king f2, queen e1, and knight h4.
Ouch. I'd have to trade off queens. Yeah.
So probably queen h5, but I'm very sure once I get my pieces like this, it's not going to end well, yeah. Well, at least I can win the queen here, but
So
I
yeah,
don't. But I
Queen
don't
C,
think.
Queen F1's forced. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think you played this. Yeah, I mean this
Played
whole
what?
variation. Actually, this is what I was thinking. Like this rook f1 is forced, and now I can still go rook e1. Yeah, and now you have to probably play queen f3, and I just take this. Black still looks fine to me here. White has still multiple weaknesses to deal with.
Right.
Complicated, as I said, yeah. But yeah, maybe white is not forced to take rook f7. He should just try to go back like knight c3 or something. Defend everything.
I
But
wish I had
still,
the rest of the game. The
but
rest
still,
of the game, but it was just yeah, blunders. We
yeah, I
both
mean, I think so. Just putting at this position, I can already see black is completely winning.
yeah.
So it's just way too much material. And even this position, yeah, so the computer just agrees to take on f5.
Can we go back just a little bit
Hmm.
before F5?
Yeah.
I guess before Bishop D or C2. Bishop two. The rerouting the bishop was bad when I gave up that pawn.
But here I think white is already bad because we lost a pawn. Yeah. So I think
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this part. This is the critical part. The
yeah,
part
this move was the major mistake here, you can
I
say.
should have just taken the pawn or well,
Yeah,
I guess
f4 looks fine here.
yeah. Or like you said, not even play E5.
Yes, I mean, as far as I know, you don't even need to play e5 in such positions. You can just play bishop e3.
Right. Right.
Makes more sense that way.
Yeah, a lot more sense.
So if white just plays bishop e3, isn't this position kind of difficult for black to play? The bishop stuck on
Uh,
c8, like
yes, exactly. Like black has to be very accurate and black has to try and make this e5 or c5 break work. But the biggest issue in these kind of situations is since white has already secured the center, yeah, like for example, if let's say you want to play the move e5, basically white will not react to this move because he is ready to take back with his knight and stuff.
mhm.
So white is just
Black
gonna
just
make the.
doesn't.
Sorry, Rafi, what did you say?
I was just saying, like, black doesn't have any good squares for any of his pieces. Like, where's the queen going? Where's the light square bishop going? Like, maybe
Um,
queen goes to a5, but then like, um, I don't know. I feel like black is just really cramped, and there's just not good squares for the light square bishop. You know,
definitely.
so
No, definitely,
yeah.
it's a difficult position to play from black. Actually, I mean, black has to if black is playing these kind of positions, black has to make sure he's getting one of these breaks. Yeah,
Hmm.
but he should get it before white has solidified his center. Now, white center is so good that even if you make a break, it won't make any sense.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, if you play c5, okay, I still don't react. And if you play e5, I still don't react, yeah? So I like personally to me, bishop e3 makes more sense here. Like I just want to play something like this first.
Right. I mean, and that's theory in the position of lines like that too. It's like
Mm-hmm.
this opening line, this F3 isn't even supposed to be for against the Slav. It's more for like against the Nimza team. And in those games, Bishop, yeah, that's the exact setup is Bishop E3, and then the rooks come to the center,
Yeah.
and you just kind of sit there, and Black can't break.
Yeah,
Like,
black cannot do anything. Yeah, that's the way to play this position, I think.
yeah, I agree.
So how did this arise with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, f3, d5? I mean, this just looks like a fantasy variation of the Karo Khan. So it's just like we got it
Right?
in a different move order.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, the thing is, see, basically F3 is considered inferior because black can go for the Tarash right now. And, in the Tarash, the knight is necessary on F3, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah. I get this weird cramped line where I have to play E3 and then Bishop,
Yeah, and
Knight
here,
B E2.
E3, knight C6. And so basically, when you go for this position right now, like I don't have to worry about this bishop B5 line because you have also a lot of weaknesses, yeah?
Yeah,
But if we imagine the same position with this variation, let's say with the knight on f3, like okay, here of course he has to worry a bit, yeah, like he cannot just allow this line because with knight on f3 this makes perfect sense.
I wanted to throw something weird out like to see if bringing him out of book would try. He's like a 2000 player, so I knew I could beat him opening wise, theory. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I knew theory he would outplay me straight up, but like I don't know. I thought maybe by opening principles, but F3 doesn't. It's not a good opening principle in this line anyway.
Well, f3, I mean, f3 is not very uncommon in this position. Like I have actually seen some of the players try for this. But as I told you, like the best way is to play just d5, c5, like go for Tarash. And
Mhm.
like from Black's point of view, he's getting a favorable position in the Tarash. Actually, there is one line here where White goes for e4 in this one. And after this, just plays knight c3. Like there is this gambit line.
Damn it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what most of the players try to get in this opening. But these things they don't work so much when the computers are on, and it's usually bad. But yeah, this is like more playable for white in this position at least. Like here you can get bishop d3, castles, bishop e3, knight e5, and stuff like that.
It's kind of like a weird pun up Finnick type
Yeah,
like game.
without a pawn.
Yeah.
So I have a question here. So can you go back a couple of moves?
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's just say white takes on e4. Or whose turn is it?
No, white
It's
cannot take. White will play knight c3.
Can you go back one more move?
Mm-hmm.
So here white played in the game, what did he do? E4?
No, knight c3.
Okay, he played knight c3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin played what in here in this position?
Kevin was white, and so his opponent played bishop e7, which
Oh, we're looking at it from okay. Kevin played what? This whole time I
yeah,
thought Kevin was playing black. Okay, my bad.
no. I was
Kevin
right.
was white here.
I played really bad. I gave up 2 pawns on the opening, and
Yeah.
somehow got a draw.
So I think this bishop e7 is not necessary from black side. Black should just play c5. And if we are playing this line, we have to play this gambit way, yeah?
Yeah, I played really bad. This whole tournament, I feel like I played bad.
Okay.
This is the only draw game I had in the tournament, and every other game, I don't know, I just felt like I played like poo poo.
Okay, we can go for the next one anyway.
Yeah, it's almost like I feel like it's not even worth going over just because they're so bad. Was this Josh? Oh, Greg Turner's game. Okay, yeah, this is another one where I had some winning chances and then I blundered and the game should have been a draw. But I got another thing is that both Mike's game and Greg's game, I got into extreme time pressure.
Mm-hmm.
really bad time pressure, both of these games.
This actually looks very fine for black. I mean, this is a
Yeah,
favorable French endgame, and I think if we just play e6, e7, and knight c6, black is already free from all dangers.
yeah, I played weird by trying to get my knight to f5, but yeah,
Um,
I agree with you. I should have
well,
just
no, knight f5 is also fine. I mean, I don't see any problem. But yeah, maybe this is not necessary. Maybe right now it's the time to play a6.
uh,
Anyway, get our knight to e7 and then c6.
yeah.
So generally, what like I mean, as far as my knowledge is like limited, but before if we go for this knight h6, knight f5, black should make a move h5.
I got you. Yeah,
So
stop the g5
yeah, so just to stop
or
g4. So here,
g4.
when this happens, and even if he comes here, this is like not so important, yeah, because you get to d6, but you cannot take on f7 and you cannot take on b7, right? There has to be some sort of a counterplay. Like let's say I play knight h6 and you play this and I play knight f5. So if you take here, I play rook f8, and anyway you lose your d4 pawn. If you take here, let's say, then I simply take your d4 pawn. And if you take this, I take this, and like if anybody can be better in this endgame, it has to be black. White has no chances of playing this position.
Yeah, d4 is always going to be a problem, right?
Yeah, always like rook c8,
Rook
rook c4.
g4, yeah.
Yeah, rook g8, rook g4. Like I have all these weird ideas.
Right.
So yeah, h5 is very commonly played in these kind of positions, but I think even here we don't even need to go for that. Yeah, as long as we have this simple move. I mean, knight e7 and knight b5 is just met probably with knight f5 straight away. So we actually reached the position which Kevin reached in his game, but I think after g4, a6 is necessary.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't even consider a6, but I like it. Makes sense.
Yeah, this looks very easy. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I would have crushed Greg in this. He's also a 2000 player. And I usually have a really good winning record against him. I've played him, I don't know, countless times, and I usually beat him no matter
okay.
what.
His opening knowledge is really not good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he did play very okay in the opening, especially, trying to. So what I felt is like he's practically copying the Magnus Carlsen's idea in this line. So there was this famous game where after knight f6, I think Magnus just went knight e5. So this was Magnus's one game which I saw. Yeah, this one actually. You can see, yeah, Magnus has played this like some time already.
Oh, that's funny.
So so
What happened? Black just plays a6.
I
White just
think
c4 and all this kind of stuff right away.
no, he will just play bishop d3. That's it.
And now if I play g6,
Okay, I mean, anyway, the knight had to come to this square, yeah. So basically, the point is, Rafi, when black, I mean, in the Caro-Kann exchange, if you remember, yeah, one of black's finest idea is to just play bishop g4 and bishop f3, right?
mm-hmm.
So knight e5 kind of, deals with those ideas straight away.
Mm,
So next, white will just play c3, bishop d3, and get this knight to f3. That's what white does.
mm,
And that's the reason why in this position it's always recommended to play knight c6 first to stop
Right.
knight e5.
Yeah, backwards.
mm.
Yeah.
So g6 is I mean, obviously, I don't think it's bad, but yeah, it's like you can say maybe not the best move ordered.
Inaccurate.
Yeah, slight inaccuracy. I can't even call it a mistake. Maybe it's just a slight inaccuracy that you have to now spend some time in getting rid of this pin and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have to give up this bishop like this, then something has gone wrong with your opening.
Right.
I had this exact same game with Greg, same position, except I didn't take on d5. I think I played like bishop d7, rook c8, something like that.
Mhm.
Huh.
But did you play queen b6?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay.
something almost exactly like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I first started playing chess this time around. I mean, like I'm talking like 2021.
Uh-huh. Okay. So after this, I can see like it's very obvious that Black's knight is a bit misplaced, but I still think it's not that bad. And here, yeah, already like rook c8 is definitely not that good. He didn't take advantage of it, but I think now he can take and play. I mean, he can play rook c8 first, and you have to play rook c8, and then knight d6 comes, which seems very problematic. Basically, I just feel that white is getting way too much activity in this position. So something like this. So now it's just like four things attacked at the same time, yeah.
Right.
And the biggest problem is at some point I'm threatening to go f4, and you don't have any good defense to hold on to those pawns. Looks a bit dangerous, yeah, for black here.
Mhm.
Is there some type of mating net though on like after rook c2 and then rook g2 kind of
But
ideas?
yeah, but if my pawn will be on f4, then I will take fg5, yeah?
Take. Yeah.
And then this knight is hanging. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, now actually the game is difficult, but okay, f5, knight b7. So finally the knight comes out, but at the cost of a pawn. Somehow black is still doing fine. But yeah,
Yeah, I should I yeah. I felt like I had a draw at some different points in this, like four straws, but I
so
blew
he
it.
missed this. So now he cannot play f3, yeah, because of rook c2. Okay, so now he has to give up the pawn, because now if f3, then rook c2 seems very dangerous.
All right. Checkmating that.
Okay, so that's why he played king h2 and g4. I would probably not push g4 this early. I would definitely play rook c3 here actually, for sure, because at least I want to keep rook c1 options open.
Hmm. Would you
Which
try and push the d pawn? No, I can't push d pawn because it's rook d8 or d7.
no, I can still push, yeah.
Oh, because of the fork. Yeah,
For
you're
yeah.
right. You're right.
So maybe white has to be careful in this position a bit because of the mating nets.
Mm.
Interesting. G4, A4, rook C3. So he did it, but one move delayed. Now rook F1. But now the king escapes, yeah. So still not. You could have repeated. Maybe just didn't want a draw, I think. Okay, we lost all our pawns.
Yeah, and then my game fell apart from here. And I was also this. Let me see if I can grab my pad. Let me see if it. Yeah, I got my pad right here. I'll see if I can see how much time pressure I was in.
Hmm.
Good. See, move 51.
And this is how you fall for the trick, yeah?
Yeah, it's over at this point. Yeah, it's completely over.
So you had to play king to f8 now. This
Yeah. At
this
at
this
mo- at move 45, I had 2 minutes left on my clock.
Mhm.
So that had he played king f8, I mean, is it possible to save it? The knight sacrifices for the two pawns because the king is.
Um, I think it's not so easy.
Well, I guess white doesn't have to go into that endgame either, right? White can just keep the. No, he does. He does. It's forced.
No, here he will go for this endgame because he plays knight d4, yeah, next.
Yeah, the pawn. Now it's a pawn in the game where he just forces the pawns down my throat.
Yeah, now you just bring the king up, you know.
Mm.
I can't stop that. I think he can just keep pushing.
Push b5, b6. Yeah, that's another problem, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, the knight, I mean, especially the knight works very bad against the corner pawns, yeah, like A and B pawns.
Mm.
So
Connected.
Limited
yeah,
mobility for the knight.
here of course they're connected, so it's gonna be even more problematic. Plus the white's knight is like centrally placed, cutting off a lot of empty like free squares for black. So I don't think this actually I don't see even any defense after b5 and b6 straight away.
Yeah, this is resignable.
Yeah.
I should have just resigned instead of kept playing on.
Okay. All right. No issues. So opening definitely could have been like avoided this whole problematic opening. But okay, try to go for one
Yeah,
more.
this next game is my worst. I think this is the Josh game. I don't know if it's the Rafi's game or Josh's game.
Oh yeah, this was
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah. Oh God, this game is so bad.
Mhm.
I feel so bad about playing this game. Queen.
I think I see a common theme in some of Kevin's games is that he's not getting his kingside developed quickly. He's just kind
Oh.
of delaying castling.
Yeah.
Well, in this line at least it's fine. I mean, in Caro-Kann, I think because the center remains closed, it's kind of okay. But yeah, it was reflected in almost all of his games. But I think the biggest problem is when the complications are like, you know, kind of finishing. The end game which Kevin is getting is slightly like, I mean, you know, you have to change your mode, yeah, when you get to the end games. You cannot
Mhm.
play with the same ideas as in the middle games. So I think that's where the biggest mistake lies in this position. Because in this position, I think so when Rafi and I were even discussing these lines, we know we kind of discussed, yeah, that
Queen A6.
we got
Yeah.
a big Queen A6.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I should have played that here.
This is like a nice way to just at least kick the queen from active square on d3. So he has to go to some dark squares where everything will be controlled by black's bishop.
And I
So
get support C5.
yeah, and then you can of course go knight d7 and c5. Yeah,
Yeah. I felt just being outplayed out of the opening of this game, and then quickly crushed.
yeah.
And
This
this
is
move.
this is the issue, you know, when you play this line without development,
Yeah. It
because
was
now you really want to castle. I mean,
it's yeah. It's
but
what
if you
this
can't, then it's gonna be a big problem. But okay, you still have knight b4, so maybe things are okay still. But yeah, it's definitely not the best. You can see, yeah, like if in this position I just put the king on g8, I think things are fine for me. At least not losing instantly, you know. But
So
with the king in the center, I think this everything is just gonna start.
maybe,
Okay, this has to be lost.
yeah, it quickly loses after here. He just brings the rooks in and just
Yeah, rook e1 is coming and it's just game over.
yeah, we can even stop. Yeah, instead of bishop e8, maybe a knight to e7. I mean, not bishop e7,
So
e8.
this f knight back
I'm
or
trying to
this?
think of, yeah, I'm trying to think of some type of defense here, but I don't know if there is any. I think
Yeah, I
I'm just
mean e6
lost.
is coming. You know, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's already lost.
Like for example, if you bring this knight, I'm just gonna take this pawn. Yeah, and
Yeah,
this definitely doesn't look good.
yeah.
And
Oh,
if you come back with this knight, okay, I will probably just start with just simply taking my this pawn.
okay, and you can still play king. You can still play e6 soon, anyway. So,
He will go e6, yeah, very soon.
yeah, okay.
Probably even bring knight f4 first and then play e6. But
It's not
again,
trading queens was probably my mistake out of the opening, I would say, and then it just fell apart from there.
actually, that's why Rafi and I decided to go for this line with queen a6 because queen a6 kind of potentially avoids multiple c4 moves.
Yeah,
Especially in this variation when you can't play c4. And some of the other variations we looked at, white did have the option of c4, right?
Yes,
Some other lines of the Carol.
yeah, we did actually. But yeah, this position looks not the best for white as well. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure there has to be some sort of an equality in this position. Yeah, it's just equal.
yeah,
So this is more playable, yeah, let's just say.
Mhm.
yeah. It's just bad. Okay, I'm ready to move on to the next one. There's not much to talk about.
Yeah, I
We
mean, basically the games are, I think, I mean,
castles quicker.
compared to like, I think the your game against Rafi was probably more exciting, you know.
Yeah, we really duked it out. It was really back and forth.
Ah, this
Um,
this one we saw already, yeah.
yeah, I actually sent the
So
database with
that's
several
pretty
games.
much it, right?
Yeah, half of them could be deleted because I over it like doubled for some reason.
Mhm.
It's in all the games twice. Sorry, I don't know what I
Yeah,
did.
that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. So there is one game. No, I think we have gone through everything.
I think Rafi's next, and that
Yeah,
was my last
we
game.
already completed that one. Well, yeah, I mean, you can see, Kevin, I think the only thing you can just have a look at is probably, have a
Develop.
opening refreshment, you can say, yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to. I've lost all my opening. I had a book of a little spiral of all my openings in it, and I've lost it. I don't know where it is anymore. So
Uh-huh.
I don't have any of my opening links anymore. And I just not playing solidly or practically of developing an
Yeah,
economy. You know, make sense out of development and just castle and just play a normal game. Stop doing
yes.
flashy
Actually,
stuff.
actually, I wanted to suggest that maybe Rafi can help you a bit with it because he and I have discussed especially these Carolines quite in details. And Rafi always goes for like some more solid variations, yeah.
Mhm.
So you can always go. I mean, Rafi can just maybe share some ideas with you. You guys can discuss it. It's not like you need to know a lot of theory, but yeah, moves like Queen A6 and stuff, and then I think you'll be good to go. Basically, the biggest problem in all the games where the moment the game started, already either Kevin is defending or trying to just survive the position. It's basically like that, yeah. Like the game didn't even start where Kevin can show some of his like skills or tactics or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I think what I think I told you about my other coach, the Jamaican guy, Shrey Smith.
Yeah.
When he gave me those opening principles to follow, the which I'm sharing with Kevin right now. I
Mm-hmm.
think, Kevin, if you just kind of go through that, and like if you have any questions about what any of them mean, I can tell you, it'll simplify the game for you tremendously. Like, take the center, develop your pieces, castle, connect your rooks, centralize your rooks. Main idea
Yeah.
of the game of chess is activity. So then that brings you to principle of least active piece, principle of maximum activity,
Yeah.
principle of material, attack, territory. In the middle game, you find an object of attack, you make a plan to attack it. He simplified it down so much to where in any given position you give me, if I just simply go through this checklist, I will know at least one of the top three candidate moves for sure. And I don't have to calculate anything. I don't have to ask myself any of those questions and
It
stuff.
sounds so simple. It makes sense. And that's stuff I've heard before too. Like I've read and I've heard and others, when I was working with Alex a long time ago, he said the same stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's
This
been
whole thing
simple.
is Russian, I think. In the
Yes,
Russian schools, they teach this kind of method, I think.
Yeah.
this was Botvinnik's method anyway.
Right, right.
So I
Yeah.
think, I mean, this is not something which is so difficult even to remember, because these are like, at least to me, you can say these are very beginner stuff. But I just remember when Rafi's previous coach, he actually laid it down so nicely that, I mean, anybody can actually follow it in any given position.
It significantly improved my game because it made my thinking way less in chess. I started playing way more intuitively after I started because like I told you, Anwesh, in the
Yeah,
beginning, before I we started even hitting these openings and stuff, he
yeah,
would literally make me play d4, knight f3, knight c3. That's how I
uh-huh,
started playing at that time.
yeah,
Because knight c3 was the most principled move in that position.
yeah.
And only once I've really mastered was following those things, only then he started teaching me the openings and things
C4
like
and
that, where I
yeah.
started, yeah, violating some of those basic things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I think it helped me a lot at that time.
yeah. And like I mean, this was the first thing which came to my mind, that and the second thing was, if at all we are going for some gambit lines, these things have to be, like, prepared a bit more, I would say, because you are sacrificing material, yeah, way early in the game. So I think, like, if Kevin has some sort of a choice, like he wants to go for this sharp positions, these lines of course have to be prepared. In this game particularly, like, I actually didn't see any issues. Like, this was probably just because Kevin missed some endgame moves, but this was probably one of the most finest game you had. Like, at least the position wise, I think Black is doing absolutely fine here. At
Yeah.
least not to be lost position, yeah. So this is something which I do even in my games. So what I do is I kind of try to play very bad moves from my side, just to know my opponent's idea, yeah. Like, let's say in this position I play something like a6, okay. So I just want to see, you can see the evaluation is not changing too much, right?
Hmm.
It's still semi equal, you can say here.
It's funny.
So if I play a not so logical move and still the position is not changing drastically, it means if I find the correct logical move, automatically my position will be absolutely fine. Just
Right.
looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, definitely, if you get these kind of positions, of course you should not lose. These kind of positions are, I mean, you should avoid actually these kind of positions where you are playing c5 and he's getting this c4. This will be difficult to play without development, yeah. Like,
Yeah. So
always when the position opens up, white is doing much better here. And also one more thing which I can see in this position is, this is not probably the best development place for the knight as well in the Caro-Kann.
Right. Knight
I mean, if
B7.
you did not like if you do not remember any theory, probably you should just play bishop b4. You know, I
All
mean,
right.
develop the pieces to their normal squares. This also looks fine to me, by the way.
Agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, there was not much in the games because as I said, yeah, like why I mean Kevin was defending most of the times, you know. And this I think this game was probably the most exciting, by the way. I think just because this Opera mate and stuff started coming up. But yeah, it's actually commendable from your opponent that he found bishop f6 here.
That's the best move in the position.
I think so, yes.
Wow.
Because this, I mean, queen c8 kind of stuff is threatened, yeah. That's the issue, I think. And if he
Yeah,
goes
take
rook
checkmate.
c1, I think I will. I
Queen
mean, I
D7.
I do want to take with the rook, but here queen d7 is a mate, yeah.
Oh,
So it's queen c8. No, queen c8 is not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, queen c8 is not a mate, but queen d7 is a mate. So I think after bishop f6, it's just losing for us. I mean,
Seems
yeah,
it's losing even before that.
if you play something like this, then yeah, then queen c8 can come. But yeah, this just looks too bad, yeah.
yeah. Rook takes, queen rook takes, bishop takes, rook D8.
No, for Kevin, I'm pretty sure if you just need to like probably just revise few lines in the openings. I mean, it's not more like you have to remember all the correct moves. It's more about just following the principles.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
thing I noticed too, just from looking at these, is that he's violating a lot of opening principles without like a really good reason for them.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the violation of principles are based on premature attacks. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
see, it's always like a bit premature, you know. I mean, even in this game, yeah, it was visible that White has a very decent position, but Kevin goes for a premature attack. So basically, without completing the development, we are going for the attack.
Yeah.
So if we will not attack with all our pieces, then the attack can never be successful, yeah, especially on a same side castling situation. So
Yeah.
I played Vukovic's book, The Art of Attack. This is one of my favorite books. But yeah. Um, yeah, I've been trying to set up an opening repertoire in Space 17, but I haven't got a chance to set it up yet. I was supposed to do it with a player named Doug, but I missed his call,
yeah.
unfortunately. But that'll help a lot when I get that set up because I can trade off of it and I'll have my openings
Hmm.
centralized. But I don't want to waste you guys'
Okay.
time. But thank you for looking at them.
Yeah, no issues, no issues. I mean, I just wanted to have a look at them anyway with you guys, so just
Yeah,
decided
thank
to
you.
have a look at them before as well.
Very informative. I'll
Yeah.
take away some good stuff from this.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Develop everything first. Stick to
yes.
principles. Don't
Yeah.
want to prematurely. Yeah.
I think I mean, to be very honest, I think Rafi is the perfect guy right now to just, walk you through these principles. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you don't know them. It's just that you have to make it a habit to follow them in your game. As Rafi was saying, that he's right now he's not even calculating before playing the right move. He just somehow knows that this has to be the right move.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That helps a lot.
Yeah. It simplified the opening for me a lot, saving me time on the clock,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't have to overthink anything. I don't have to calculate too much.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the way he put, like Shrey put those principles, explained it to me. It's like you just go through the checklist, like principle of maximum, like in this position, right? Literally, principle of least active piece. My bishop is the least active piece. Which square can I put this bishop? Where it'll attack the most number of squares. That is where I will put the bishop. That's literally what that principle is, for example. So I already know, just looking at this, the bishop on c8 square controls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So if I put it on e3, it's going to control, 5 plus 6 squares. If I put it on f4, it's going to control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So probably I'll start looking at bishop f4 first, and then I'll consider bishop e3, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Just here, the thing is, if this pawn was on f2, I would definitely play bishop f4.
Mhm.
Like for sure. I mean, is this just the thing that because
Yeah,
of
here
that
I would play
diagram?
bishop e3 also, but I'm just saying, like, bishop f4 is not going to be literally losing move in this position. Just shows you the power of uh the
Method.
principles that,
Yeah.
yeah, you're still not going to go wrong if you play bishop f4 here, I think.
No, definitely. I mean, I can actually show you one of my examples where I have, I mean, even like in a much more advanced competition, I have actually played games just following these principles.
Mm.
I'll just show you one interesting game on this one. I mean, we'll quickly go over it. And Kevin, you can also look at it. It's going to help you a lot.
Sure.
So basically, I had a position like this. So I was playing as white. So you can see the center is about to open up, right?
Hmm.
So before I start doing anything in the center, like I just get rook e1. So I actually don't know how useful this move is, if it is like necessary, not necessary. But rook e1 is like very intuitive. I mean, this is the first move that I consider in this position, actually. And after queen e7, so a3 had to defend the pawn. Rook e8, I just bring rook d1. So before releasing anything in the center, I just get rook d1. So basically, it's a competition right now on these four squares and who is controlling how many squares here. And in this position, I neutralized, and you can see I got knight to b3. And already you can see that the center is completely under white's control.
Oh,
And just after this, you can again see that no matter what I'm doing, like this full area is under my control. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And bishop b4 is coming. And yeah.
Yeah. So actually, the threat is some bishop b4 c6 kind of stuff. And not to mention, I can just play h3 and make the knight passive forever.
Mhm.
So here we went into an endgame of some sort, but you can still see that the control over the squares, like this is what Rafi was talking about the next time, piece activity. So you just need to ask yourself, like, which piece is good, which piece is bad, and try to improve them. And after this, it was very easy for me because I can clearly see that Black's knight can never make it back into the game. And I successfully stopped it as well with f6. So he can never come back to any of these squares. And yeah, my opponent just resigned because he cannot move anything now.
That's funny.
I mean, so many material on the board, but Black has no moves actually.
Yeah. Zugzwang. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a zugzwang, yeah. I mean, if he moves the rook, c7 pawn is lost. If he moves the knight, well, no point because no further squares. So no moves practically, you can say. But yeah, okay. I mean, I think probably let's finish today's session here. And just wanted to ask you if you have anything specific for the next time, please let me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. I'll leave that to you, Rafi. If there's anything you want to
Yeah,
work on.
Rafi, please. I mean, please feel free. Of course, we were looking at the end games. We can continue that if Rafi is fine with it.
Yeah, we can just keep going with that unless Kevin has anything. I don't really want to change anything either. We can,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, continue
Thank you
with
very
Endgame.
much.
Okay, all right.
I appreciate you looking over my games. Thank you very
Yeah, no
much.
problem. Fine. It's something I would have done anyway, so thanks so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you both. Yep. Take
Oh,
care.
are you still?
Yeah.
Are you done with the Germany tournament, or you concluded? How'd it go? Oh, did you lose? Did I lose him?